I'm a 45-year-old single mom of 3, and I've been single now or divorced for 5 years, since 2020. And I think a lot about being single. And I don't mean I think a lot about it like, woe is me, like poor me. I think a lot about it because I think I'm a little bit obsessed, to be honest, with what a healthy relationship looks like. Because for me, I grew up, my parents have both been married 4 times. I've never been in a healthy relationship.
Say no more, sister. Just tell us that you're a single mother. We can figure the rest out. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. Oh wait, Ampu, you have to greet the guests. I know that you're tired of this crap, man, but it's alright. Oop, editor. And we're starting this video, guys. It will get better, I promise. Let's move on to a single mother of 3 or 5 or 7 with 5 different baby daddies. I don't know. Let's just see what she has to say, guys.
And in the past 5 years, I've done a lot of work on myself. I've worked on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. I'm a pretty good human at this point in my life. I've put in the work to be a better mother and human, and it's taken a lot of effort. And I think I'm at this point now where, excuse me.
I forgive you. Press X to doubt, right? Oh, I've done my healing. Guys, why is it that these women are always on a healing journey? I get this comment from guys every so often, like, why are these women always healing? I don't know, guys. They are always on a healing journey, which you will assume as a rational human being that if there is a healing journey, there is an end point in which you are somewhat healed, you have achieved your goals, If you never stop the healing journey, then probably you never heal. If you see your neighbor and you ask him what he's doing and he's saying, oh, I'm fixing the rooftop, And then if you meet him 1 year later and you ask him, hey, how's that roof going? And he says, oh, I'm still fixing it. And 10 years down the line, he's still working on the roof. What will you think? You will think that he's giving you a bunch of bullshit and that he hasn't even started working on it. Just stop playing around with all these healing journeys. You're not healing anything, madam.
I feel like I want to know what it would be like to be in a healthy relationship. And, I've been through like the 7 stages of grief post-divorce. I was so angry. I hated men. I hated the idea of marriage. And then I was just like desperate for a man at one point, where I wanted to be saved by a man. I've been through it all, but I've come out on the other side. And I think I just think a lot about it because I want to know if it's possible. I want to know if I can be in a good relationship. I want to know what that feels like. And that might sound corny, but I can't stop my desire for that. And it's like,
you won't find out, am I right, Jillian?
There's a part of me that can't let it go. I don't really want to be single for the rest of my life. Of course I love the comfort of being home. I love my space, but I feel like I want a partner in all of this.
But I also want a provider, I appreciate my times alone, but I also want someone to pay the bills, help me with my baggage. Of course, gentlemen, of course.
I feel like I want to show my kids what a healthy relationship looks like because they've never seen it before either. They've only seen their father and I be in this very dysfunctional relationship. They've seen his post-divorce relationships, which not saying nothing. And so, I want to model for them a healthy relationship. I also don't want to bring some strange dude into the house. And I've been through that. I've had multiple step parents and I never want to do that to my children. So it's not like I'd be irresponsible about it. But so I guess I'm saying I have very high expectations. And all those guys are going to come from me like, yeah, okay, single mom, you loser, whatever. I literally don't care. But I'm a pretty awesome woman. And if I'm going to date somebody, he would have to be an awesome man. Otherwise, I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to like go just be desperate looking for a dude. So anyways, I guess I'm just thinking out loud here. And, I made that post yesterday. I think there's just a part of me that's yearning to get out there more and to see what's out there. And, like I said, I don't have a lot of friends. So I stay home a lot. And because a lot of my friends, I don't have them because of the divorce and because I was friends with them in a place in my life where I was just not a healthy human. So it's like, I need good relationships in my life. I need good supportive women in my life, but I also can't help but have the desire for a male relationship. And You know, maybe that makes me crazy, but you know, maybe I'm a dreamer, but I don't think that desire will ever go away.
Guys, at least we have a woman that understands her need of a man. Like, we would take the green flags where they are. At least we're not getting the single mom boss babe who doesn't need no man, but with the same breath says how she wants her bills paid, right? There's women, guys, that with one side of the mouth say that they don't need no man, and with the other side they talk about paying their bills. Otherwise, you're not a real man, right? So at least we have a single mom who understands her need of a father and understands the children's need of a father as well.
Okay, so those are my thoughts on being single. I think relationships are important, but you know, like I said, I'm not going to force it. I've tried forcing it my whole life when it was definitely not meant to fit, and you know, I've paid the consequences for that. But anyways, what do you guys think? Are you just like writing it off for the rest of your life? Do you think you need an excuse to get out more? Do you guys want to come hang out with me? Should we go out? Like, let's go out. I don't know. I just, you know, I'm looking towards summer. Sister. Maybe it's the winter doldrums, but I'm thinking like, I want to get out there. I want to see what's out there, you know, beyond the dating apps, because those are depressing, and really, that's just really sad, to be honest with you. And I also wonder about the men out there, like what kind of men are actually single out there. I feel like all the good men are probably taken. Maybe that's just pessimist, like closed-minded of me to think that they're all taken. Like, but truly, like the good ones are probably all married, right? Because they're good. Who would let go of a good guy, in my opinion? But then again, what do I know? What do I know? Because I literally was raised in a circus, so I don't know what is up and down, but I want to figure that out, and I want to see if I can be a part of the non-circus crowd.
I'm glad that she mentioned that, because there you have a bit of background explaining why her marriage also failed. So, you know, just take it a step further. What do you think will happen to your children? I mean, you realize now that you're grown how your father and mother's bad relationship, you know, made you have a bad relationship. What do you think is going to happen with your children, which are missing a father?
Anyways, I love you guys, and happy Saturday. I'm having a mocktail by my shower, and I think I'm... Oh, shoot.
Oh, take it easy.
I was trying to be all fancy. Anyways, I'm having a mocktail. I'm going to take a bath, and that's my Saturday night. Love you.
Thank you for the love. A lot of love in this video, guys. Well, I'm gonna say it, guys, you know, not a half bad woman. I appreciate a lot of things of her, like mentioning her need of a man, coming to the realization of why she's had a bad relationship. I didn't hear no direct blaming of the husband. Probably they both screwed up their marriage, you know. I appreciate a lot of things. Also, she strikes me as someone who cares more about her children than the usual single mother. But all of that, it's just my opinion. You let me know down yours. But the thing is, guys, who wants to commit to her? Who wants to save her? Are any of you willing to risk your well-being saving a single mother of 3 that's up in her 40s? I mean, hell, if you were to give the chance to most guys watching this to date a 30-year-old or even a 20-year-old, probably most men are going to dismiss it. Like, sorry, it's just such a bad trade for men to be dating nowadays. It's such a liability to even be dating a 20-year-old, let alone a 40-year-old single mother of 3 who already comes from a divorce. Like, what tells you that she's not going to divorce you as well? Just men are not interested. You women have made dating so bad for men. You've made it such a bad deal. I mean, think of women, the attraction that men have towards women. By default, we men go head over heels for you. You know, it usually takes just attractiveness to lock a man in. So think of how much you've had to go out of your way to make it actually disgusting for men to be interested in women. Let that sink in. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to another married woman and let's see what this one has to say.
My husband is getting drinks with a coworker and I'm terrified. My husband and I have been together for 9 years and we've been married for 5. And the other day he was showing me a video on his phone and I saw a text come through on the top of his phone from a female name that I didn't recognize. I asked him who it was and he said that it was a colleague of his that works for a company that his company works close with often. He has text previews off so I couldn't read exactly what she said, but my suspicions are definitely raised now. And yes, I know it's wrong, but when he was in the shower that evening, I went through his phone so that I could see why this girl was texting him. I found out that they've been getting coffee at work during the day, pretty much every day, sometimes to talk about work and sometimes not. Prior to last week, it was maybe like a once a month thing where they would get together and talk, but now she has joined a board that he's also a part of. They had a board meeting and then it seemed like they all went out as a group for drinks after until like 11 that night. I did know that he was out with his colleagues that night and I wasn't concerned at all, but what's really concerning is that he texted her that night asking to make sure she got home all right and basically said how much fun he had with her and how he wished he got more of an opportunity to talk with her instead of everyone else. The morning after that, he texted her saying good morning and asking her to drinks next week. She agreed and he said that he couldn't wait. Of course, I looked her up and she's a very beautiful woman. So I asked him again later who she was and what their connection was, and he basically just reiterated.
Guys, I know what you're thinking. What a disgusting pig. Cheating on his 9-year-old wife. I mean, as 9 years in a relationship, you know. What a disgusting man. But guys, have you considered that maybe the spark is gone? You know, maybe this man has tried it all, but his wife is just not on the same emotional level, intelligence, emotional level, you know. Hey, maybe even worse. Maybe the glitter wore off. So what does this man do? You know, what can you do in that position? You have to go for the more attractive colleague, right? I mean, maybe it doesn't sound that right, and I'm gonna do a whataboutism, but what about men? They get this experience all the time. Don't get me wrong, guys, I absolutely sympathize with this woman. Absolutely disgusting to cheat on her with the next best thing that is more glittery. But this is what, excuse me, this is what women do all the time. Men are getting divorced left, right, and center by women who do this very same thing. Oh, the spark was gone. The glitter wore off. You know, we're not compatible anymore because I happen to have that 6 feet tall giga-chad colleague who I am coincidentally more compatible with. Women exchange men all the time. They use them as stepping stones, not only in marriages, but also in your average relationship. You know, you'll probably have been dismissed already because the woman used you for a couple of years, got what she wanted out of you, and now she's on to the next best thing. So men get this treatment all the time. Just think about that.
The same thing that he told me earlier, saying that she's a colleague and she's helping him get connected with exciting opportunities in her company. I know that he's been trying to network a lot recently, and he's also a really friendly guy. He likes to be involved with everything. So I really don't want to go scorched earth and accuse him of anything if I don't know for sure, especially because my insecurities has been something that we've had to work throughout our relationship. But I am terrified that he's going to cheat on me. So I just came here to ask you guys how you would deal with the situation without like ruining the marriage and accusing him.
No, yeah, he can be friendly, but he's in a marriage, texting another woman, good morning, can't wait to see you. Hell no. That is disrespectful. And I sense, guys, this woman is a bit concerned. What are you afraid of? Oh, you're afraid of that person who made his vows cheating on you? You're afraid of him not respecting the vows? You're afraid of losing that one person who you trusted? Again, what about men? Not that this woman's problem is less important or relevant. I'm just saying that it happens more often to men, you know? They will get into these relationships, they will get into these marriages. Women will promise, you know, till death do us part, through sickness and health, and then when they find the next best thing, they're gonna cheat on you. Right after that, they're gonna divorce you, even though they are the ones that cheated. Don't care, no fault divorce. They will cheat on you, divorce you, and then you will have to pay alimony so she can shake up with the next best thing after you, you know, with the next child she's found. Like, I don't mean to make this woman's problem less relevant than it is, but this is a channel targeted at men. And again, this problem happens more often to men. I don't see enough people in society stopping to think about that. Hey, how do men feel getting into an agreement that has nearly 60% chance to fail, 70% of which is initiated by women? How does it feel that men are mostly the ones paying for alimony, paying for child support, getting their children stolen away from them, getting their crap stolen away from them? You know, how do they feel? Do they want to be part of that agreement? Well, we are seeing that apparently not, because more and more men are opting out of dating, as they should. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to the article. Do people not change by late 30s? I'm a 27 female, and a guy who is about a decade older than me wants a relationship. He's a handsome guy, but his lifestyle is rather questionable for his age in my opinion. The only job he has ever had is takeout delivery, and he still lives at home. I'm guessing at his parents' home. No mental health or disability issues, he just doesn't care about being financially independent, I think. He seems to care more about his image and looks, almost like a teenage girl. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Lack of ambition in men is a real turnoff. Absolutely valid. This is the difference between men and women. When men say, I don't feel attracted to a woman that hates children, because women traditionally should be nurturing. I don't feel attracted to a woman that's 35, single and childless. Oh, you're not modern enough. You're a patriarchal pig. They'll get all defensive about it, you know. Oh, we're modern. But when a guy is modern and he doesn't do the stereotypically assigned tasks that a man have, we men take it as it is. Well, we get it. It's absolutely fair and valid. Especially because I'm a decade younger and I have a career and I have my own place. He keeps saying he's going to get it together, but honestly, I can't date a project. Even if we get along really well in other ways. Every time I bring up that he may want to look for more stable employment with retirement benefits, he acts like I'm asking him to be multimillionaire businessman, which I'm obviously not. Anyone dealt with this? Are they a lost cause at this point? So there you have it, guys. Again, I think that this woman's thoughts are absolutely valid. I don't think that she's a gold digger looking for a millionaire man. No, she just doesn't want to date a man who still lives at his mom's, you know, which is absolutely fair. This man is, what, close to 40? Hell, guys. And he's still living with his mom. And he doesn't want to do anything to change that, apparently, you know. So, absolutely valid for a woman to want a financially stable man. They feel attracted to that, whether they admit it or not. And again, it's just very funny how we allow women to have their standards. We understand their standards. But when it comes to us men, we can't want to date a younger woman. Oh no, you have to settle for the overweight ones. They are equally as beautiful. Or you have to settle for the 40-year-old woman with 15 failed relationships behind her back. She's equally as good as the 20-year-old. Well, you can't change nature. You can pretend you do, but you can't change it, which is why men are avoiding these women. But gentlemen, let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me and Ampu. Please like and subscribe if you want this content to reach more men. But this time, do it for serious. Don't just listen to me say it. Please take a few seconds of your time to like and subscribe. And I will pray to Ra to bless you with sun or something. Now, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.